Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Will, and this will be my first ever recording on this channel. We are going to be going through some F1 2024 career mode gameplay for you guys. We'll be starting off with round 1 and we'll be going through the season. As you can see, we have selected Kick Sauber, and our driving partner for the year is Valtteri Bottas. So I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of a rebuilding challenge. For a lower ranked team, I could have obviously started a lot higher and just smoked them. In saying that, I am not very good at this game. So we are playing on 72 rated difficulty, I believe. Yep, there you go. And I am on controller for those of you watching at home. So I'm not the most skilled at this game, and I'm hoping that may be the way to win you guys over, seeing me being pretty poor at video games and relating to it, because I'm not much of a sweat. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it though. So R&D, powertrain and durability are the only two being looked at, but we'll just advance to the race day and then we'll play around from there. So we'll go to the grid reveal now. So we've got some nice looking cars on the grid for last season now. You can see us having a sus, having a good old chat with K-Mag in the back too. Full disclosure in advance, I don't know if I've got commentary on or off. I'm a bit worried about copywriting. I don't know what I can and can't put in, so any feedback would be appreciated. There we are. Handsome little hunk with his Australian helmet. If you can't tell by my accent, I am Aussie, so yeah. Love Oscar Piastri and Danny Rick. Obviously, Jack Doohan coming in next year for Danny Rick. Bit gut-wrenching for me, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's allocate some of these resource points. So we might as well. Our powertrain is one of our better features. Not that any feature of our car are good. But I think I'll work on the front wing adjuster bracket first. And yeah, we can see we're slightly ahead of Haas, but yeah, we're miles off the pack of the rest. And honestly, my goal for this season, I don't think I can win a championship. But just fighting for the points by the end of the season, maybe a podium here or there. I do struggle to keep the car on the track at points. Yeah, that is one of my key weaknesses. So you will get to see that up close and personal. Furthermore, I do have the track line on because it does help me stay on the line. I am not a professional gamer. I must repeat that because you will see me go off the track a few times in this video, I reckon. Anyway, bit of a greeting with Valtteri. Gosh, he looks handsome, doesn't he? Just want to kiss him. Anyway, let's go into the next session. I'm not going to be running through practices, and I know the first one I don't think we can simulate and get the resource points from, but it's just something we'll have to cop.
The wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back. It's so exciting to be here at a new season. Plenty for the drivers to get their heads around. What will be going through their minds right now?
The faster you can work around the circuit conditions and get the car tailored to your liking, the better, and then you can just focus on the job in hand in terms of lap times. But first of all, you've got to get the car feeling right.
Alright, so just thought I'd be a bit silent for that because you might be new to this and never have done a career mode on this.
First running of the real car. Now I know it's a big ask, but let's get some useful data and get you used to how the practice sessions work. Let's start the season as we mean to go on, eh? I know we can have a great year, so let's go.
Thank you, Jeff, for that. Yeah, so any feedback and advice going forward, do keep me in the loop because, yeah, I am not the best at this game.
And that's it. Practice is official.
And yeah, so any feedback would be much appreciated. I have had a wheel in the past. I am just incredibly poor at that, so I'm just sticking to controller. I'm going to be an amateur gamer, but yeah. Also, I want to give a shout out to one of my great friends, Christian Smythe. I know he'll be watching this. He'll be one of the first subscribers to my channel. But I just want to thank him because he came up with this whole idea. Look, I may get 0 subs. I won't get 0 subs, but I'll get maybe 10 subs. And I'm cool with that. But I just want to thank him for giving me the confidence to go and create some content. And later on, we are looking at doing a co-op career mode when he gets around to buying a PS5. But yeah, just want to give him an early shout out because, yeah, without him, this channel wouldn't have come to fruition. As you can see, our driver rating is quite poor, so we do need to probably work on that. But yeah, so far, pretty light, casual work, but we'll be getting into qualifying now. Anyway, let's get into it. My goal this session, anything inside the top 15, I would be stoked. Getting to Q2 for Kick Sauber, unreal. So let's go out with a flying lap. I usually do a flying, and then I save a bit of ERS, and yeah, then we do the second lap as like the hot lap. So I don't know if that's terminology that is correct in this sport. But yeah, we'll go from there and set a fast banker lap. Another thing, if you didn't notice before, I've set some harder compound tyres for the weekend because I do absolutely churn through these tyres because, well, my braking is quite late and I lock up quite a lot, so yeah, it just eats away at them. Yeah, not overly disappointed with that start. Sometimes I take out that cone there, but we hit the DRS zone and we are looking pretty sharp here. But yeah, if the racing line is annoying you guys, do give us a bell because I will remove it. But it's just something that I can use to help me be the best driver I can be. And if you've gone this far into the video and still enjoying my voice to an extent, be sure to like and subscribe. It would be much appreciated. I would love the algorithm to grow this channel. But yeah, if not, just stick around for this video, see how you like my Australian accent, and hopefully I get to see you again. Alright, so we're coming onto the back straight. Oh mate, Lewis, you're looking slow there, champ. Oh gee, that wasn't good by Ocon. Bit of a lock up. Let's hit ERS and go onto the straight, and hopefully it's a better lap next time. Alright, we're flying. That's awful. This is awful start to the lap. Far out. Gee, as I said, I will go off the track every now and then, and that seems to be one of those occasions. So, yep, there's the first cone being taken down. So,
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I also do tend to struggle on this corner here, if you haven't been able to tell already. So far not the best of laps. We'll see how we can finish. I think we'll get a better time, then we'll hit the garage and go for a second stint, because I don't think this will get us out of Q2. But stranger things have happened, that's for sure. And I can see the car behind just sitting up my arse, and that's never a good sight in qualifying if you're blocking a car behind, because it means they're a lot quicker than you. But considering I took out one of those cones, I'll take a lap like this because, yeah, it's better than the last. Yeah, so we'll return to the garage now. We'll advance it through some time and see how we're tracking. Like, I just want to get a good feel. I haven't played on this high of a difficulty before. I usually sit on 65 and just smoke easy wins, but we are currently P11, 9 seconds off. Now, it's a weird one. I think I'm going to have to go back out there. So let's set the car up again. Because we might as well. Like, I don't want to start this video with you guys being like, oh my god, you didn't even make it out of Q3. So, we'll go again. We'll see if we can beat our time. We put a bit less fuel in there just to lighten the load and hope. But yeah, we've got to be on our A game here, because if we're not, well, could be disaster for Sauber.
And we've dropped to P12.
I think we're actually a chance here. We're still P12 with a minute left in the session. But we'll try and beat that. I just want to see what a good time on this track is for me. Okay, well, this is not ideal. So, but some, yeah, let's continue. This is not great racing by me, but I think we should make it to the next session anyway. If we don't, we probably don't deserve it. So, mate, I don't know how. We have currently got a better lap time than the last lap. I know it's very volatile and whatnot, but I will take that considering, and I am so struggling on this track to even stay on it. Gee, we are going to be in the green here, and we have gone off the track on the first turn. It just shows how much potential I have, really, doesn't it? Gosh. Honestly, any time that's an improvement on the last lap, I will take at this point. So we will see how we finish this lap. Got a fair bit of ERS left in the tank for this last straight. We're already 3.5 tenths up. And into the final straight. We want to stay on the track. That's key criteria number one. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I'll take that. Considering how poor of a start, 13th. So we beat it by 2 tenths. It'll be interesting to see if anyone beat my old time that finished behind my new time. As you can see, don't have podium pass. Might get it for the new game, but don't think there's much point. Alright, so P13 out-qualified our teammate, and I think we would have been safe either way, but it would have just been a lot tighter. It would have been a 15th instead of a 13th. But I think, like, going by the times, I think I could definitely get like a 132. So there is potential for me to get into the top 10. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we go. So we're going on to quality 2 now. Honestly, it'd be a miracle if I got to Q1. Really would. Let's just have a look at the car, make sure we've got some fresh tyres on. The tyre wear isn't great, so I think just trying to get to Q1 and then potentially going out on some older softs, and yeah, maybe if we get a 132 here, we can preserve the tyres for the Q2. So. Into the straight now. We've hit ARS maybe a bit early. Yeah, not a bad start, I think. Obviously, we're just on the straight, so I mean, if it was a bad start, would be off the track, you'd imagine. But anyway, I think it's better than the last lap, so. Not the best exit there. Hitting the final straight, I'm not too dissatisfied with this time. Like, yeah, we've been a bit wonky on the wheel and all, but overall, oh gee, that's a bad exit, Will. Esteban, get out of the way, sir. Look, I'm sort of just praying for a 132 sort of lap here. I don't think I'll get that though. But stranger things have happened. Let's see.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
I will take that. I will take that. That's a good time for me. We got less than a 132. We're going to try and preserve those tyres because we're going to need them in the next session, I'm hoping. If not, well, oops. But I don't think we're going to get a bit of time on older tyres anyway. So I'll take that. That's a good lap for me. I'm worried. I've been talking myself up here, and I might not even get through to Q1, but or Q3, sorry. Oh, he's got in P9. Wowie. So got in there by about a tenth, maybe. So, but yeah, I think, like, realistically, there's a big gap between 11th and 12th. So I think worst case scenario, that would have been me. But I stayed on the track, so we're in the top 10. My quali paces are usually a lot better than my race paces because I'm doing 50% races, so I tend to lose a bit of focus. And yeah, anyway, let's have a look at what the tyres best of. Do I go fresh set? Then I don't have a soft in the race. 12-minute session. Oh, nah, I think I'll save my tyres. I don't think I'm gonna really be that good without a pair of softs in the race. Like, it always is handy just to have a set sitting there. But we'll see. If I get a 132 on these, I'll go back to the garage and go from there. Alright. By the way, it's like 30 degrees in my room, so the commitment I have to making my first ever video on this channel is absurd. Anyway, I digress. Onto the straight now. Let's see what we can do. Tyres are already quite old, I'm pretty sure. I'll check the percentage in a second. 15% is putrid. Anywho. So I don't think this is a worse start to a lap I've had. Let's do ground release. I released and I decided to try and be a bit ambitious around that corner, and it didn't really work. So I do struggle a lot with hitting apexes as well and slowing into corners. So just keep that in mind. This is my worst turn in all of this game. Like, I just struggle so much. Also, you guys in store, if I decide to make another video, it will be at Saudi Arabia because that's the next track, and I tend to lose my wing there quite consistently. So, get excited for that, I guess. But yeah, I'm not overly disappointed with this lap time. I really think I've stayed on the track quite well. For me. Obviously, I reckon you guys would be a lot better. I'd hope anyway for your sake, because I'm not the greatest. That's a decent banker. We're going to return to the garage. I think on a fresh set I can potentially go hard, so I might do it. I don't. I will regret this come race time, just so you guys all know. And I'm saying that in advance because I just know it will be the case, and I'm not going to be happy when I'm going out on some old softs, but for getting a better grid position, it is worth it. Gotta make you guys think I'm a bit more professional at this game than I am. So we're still P8. I will take that at this point. Don't know if Norris and Sainz have set a time though, so... So we've started off poor. I tried something with the ERS and I don't think it's worked out in my favour. And I've gone out when the track's at its busiest, which also isn't in my favour. But we're still up on the last lap. By a bit, actually. It's just getting caught in traffic. It was not my smartest play, I will be honest with you. That's an alright exit there. That's what I was trying on the last lap. It didn't really go in my favour. Up 6/10. That's a good exit compared to the last lap. So we're up nearly 7/10, going on 8/10 by the end of this straight, I'd imagine. Oscar's sitting in the way. As much as I love you, Oscar, you got to be off my fucking racing line, boy. And I am struggling here to stay on the track again. But that's a really good exit. So we could get a good time here, and I am very ambitious. Okay. Oh, that's a sexy exit. Wow. I am very satisfied with that lap. That puts me in P2. I've set a purple sector 3 there, boys, and I don't know how I've done that. I really don't. So, far out. Wowee. Wow. I am absolutely befuddled by that lap, if I'm being honest. So maybe it was worth staying out on those. Also getting some fresh softs on. Yeah, I'm baffled. I know it's only 72 difficulty, but for me that's like, yeah, I'm just gonna retire from this session. I am in absolute awe. If I finish in the top 5, I will be stoked. But looking at this, I could finish in the top 3. So, wow, front row for Kick Sauber maybe here, boys. Let's see. P3 by the look of it.
Well, that wraps
Wow,
up qualifying.
I have
We'll be
set
back
a
tomorrow
wonder
as
time
we
there.
head into the Grand Prix.
I'm in awe. I might need to up the difficulty a bit because I should not be sitting in P3 in this hunk of crap car. Wow. Wow, I'm stoked, and I was only 5/10 off max, so I think overall not going to complain about that. I actually did a recording yesterday, and I wasn't going to use it because I'm like, oh, I feel like I might dominate on 70 difficulty because I got like P9 or P10, and I'm like, oh, that's unreal. But I fucking pulled a P3 out here for quality, and I'm in shock. I'm not going to lie. So. Maybe we get our first podium on our first race, but wow. Oh, I actually can't believe that's just happened. Yeah. Anyway, we will be partying in the Kick Sauber garage tonight. Let's go. Yeah, wow. I just can't believe that. I've also set our target for 75. I think we should retain our seat. We're already outperforming. I'm trying to find how to view where everyone qualified, because I'd love to know where Bottas qualified in relation to me, but wow.
Today's grid rundown looks like Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have William, Russell,
Mate,
Oscar
P3 is
Piastri,
just unreal.
Perez, Hamilton,
Second row of the grid,
Leclerc,
wow.
Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ocon, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon, Bottas, Hulkenberg,
14 place gap
Magnussen,
between me and Bottas is
Logan
crazy.
Sargent.
I am baffled I have landed that sort of a time. So, yeah, I don't know where to start. I don't know if I'm going to cut out the bit where I've said I've been baffled about 50 times. But, wowee. So, we are going into a 50% racing. I don't think I'm going to go on the softs at all, because I think I don't have any fresh softs. Fuel load, 30 laps. So another thing I struggle with, and if someone else could give me pointers, how do you change the fuel load, like, in this game? Because, like not change the fuel load, but, like, how do you exert more fuel? Because I remember in the old games they used to be, like, rich and lean and all that. I know lean's still there, but, yeah. Anyway, if you could help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's start this race. This is my kryptonite usually, but I think that's a decent little takeoff. Up the inside. Oh gee. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two there though. I may have caused that but didn't get involved, so it's all good. Yeah, I didn't want to be too aggressive going in. We're up the inside of Norris, and we're now on the tail of Max Verstappen. Who would have thought going into the season hiring me would get your P2 in race 1? Are we on for a race win here though? That's the real question. So that's a good little overtake, and I don't know if Max has any damage on his wing. But, honestly, he is starting to get away from me a bit. And it's only lap 1, so I would like to try and stay in DRS sort of territory, just so then I can get a slight tow from him. Because if Lando gets DRS, I'm in a bit of strife, and, yeah. Just trying to get that second out of Lando's range. It's a good exit, I think. No, maybe not if Max is gaining, but
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
right, so we're within 1 second, which is very handy at this point. Just need to capitalise and make sure he doesn't get too far ahead, because if he does, it's not going to be good signs for us. And it's just my
You might
exit.
experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Okay, we've stuck in DRS zones, which I will happily take. This corner's crucial. Alright, DRS here. Excellent. I'm eyeing him off for the straight. Oh, I thought I was on softs for a second and I was panicking. But it turns out it was just Lando behind me on softs. So, wow. I've set a purple sector 1. That's crazy. And a purple sector 2 now. We are right up Max's tail here. I reckon we could get him on the straight potentially. I'm trying to bank up a bit of ARS just going into the straight. But I also do want to bank up that lead on Lando. So Jeez, starting to pull away. I haven't got the cleanest of
Good
exits.
job. That was the fastest
That's a
lap of the race
fast
so
lap.
far.
Thank you for your feedback though, Jeff. I do love you. So we're 1.4 ahead of third, so let's see what can be done. We're going to hit DRS a bit late there. I wanted to go there, but I thought, you know what, let's be the smart driver here. Oh no, we have gone well wide. That is awful. I'm still grateful to be within range of Maxi Boy here. Alright, DRS again. So our front left tyre is already on 21%. That is not ideal. Oh, we're going to brake a bit too hard for my liking there. And Max is going to start to pull away again. Now, we got to be careful here, because if he pulls away outside that DRS, we are in some serious bother from behind. So this makes and breaks our race. But God, those tyres are burning through quick. So we might need to be a tad easier on them as well. Oh, that's a corner cut. That is not a good start. So I know you get 3 warnings for corner cutting, and that's going to be the first. You're going to have to pick up your game a bit here, Will. You've gone a bit too hard on the brakes there and just stopped on the track. So we are going to hit ERS here to just try and gain a little bit back on him. Because, yeah. 28% tyres though. I don't know when we're going to make our first pit stop. I actually wasn't really looking at the strategies. If I'm being completely honest, I know we're doing a 2-stopper, and that's about it. Okay, well that just confirms that those tyres are used from the quali. So late on ERS again. We're not going to repair front wing damage, because I have had a couple times where it's glitched and gone, yeah, we're taking your wing off anyway, even though there's no damage. So I like to manually set that for that reason. Yeah, we're looking alright in second. Sitting right up Maxi's Clarker here, so yeah, let's see how we go. Got there still, so we're getting a...
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.5 seconds.
Okay, we're going to go up the inside, get the elbows out a tad, but yeah, we are currently into P1 of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
So I am absolutely elated by that. Now we just need to pull away from him, and if we can do that, we are golden. Let's have a look.
Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy, 2 more stops planned. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps.
Between you and me, guys, I don't think my tyres have 3 laps in them, so... Yeah, Jeff, you might be seeing me a tad sooner than you'd want. But we will try and hold out on these as long as we can, because if we can, it just means it's going to be easier later in the race. But I think we are definitely looking at an undercut sort of strategy. I'm going to check with the car behind.
Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. Just be aware. Time last lap, 1 minute 35.6.
Alright, so they do have a bit of...
the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
That's a bad exit. So we do have damage on the car behind, which is very handy for us. They are going to be coming up our tail a bit now though, so we are just going to try and outbrake them on the turn, and we have done so quite well there. I reckon we'll do one more lap and then we'll head into the pits, because these tyres are struggling to grip on this track, and I don't like it. If I'm being completely honest, I really don't like it. So we will get onto the hards. Jeff will be a bit disappointed in us, it's fair to say, but yeah, what can you do? What can you do when you're struggling to keep it on the track? But we are very fortunate. So I wonder if they will go the wing change, and if they do, that will be very, very advantageous to us. So around this corner, we're getting decent pace, and we're sort of gaining on the cars behind still. I might need to up the difficulty potentially, because I should not be beating them. The intention was to make this competitive and push for points, and I'm blowing them out of the water. So for that, it may be a bit of a boring race. I was hoping to weave through the field and maybe cause a bit of carnage, but anywho, we will see after we take our pit stop at the end of the next lap. My hands are extremely sweaty as well, so yeah, grip level on controller is not great. Another thing as well to note, because you guys might not know much about me, obviously. Yeah, I do want to listen to as much feedback as I can, because like, you guys are the future of this channel, and I've wanted to do this. So I'm currently 26, and still working a full-time job, for full disclosure, but I've wanted to do this since I was like 16, just creating a YouTube channel and getting out and about with it and just being confident. But I've always lacked that confidence in myself to post content. So I am grateful for whoever watches this video, and I just want to say, whatever you guys are trying to achieve in life, just go for it, because even if this gets 0 views, like, I'm so proud of myself that I've even started a channel. I'm struggling to stay on the track because I'm talking too much. But yeah, I'm just grateful to have even started a channel. So
Understood. Stopping this lap.
we're going to box this lap. 62% tyres. Russell within a second. I don't like it. I do want to complete that objective, but I just don't think I can. Alright, let's go into the pits. I don't know if...
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Fucked. We've gotten a 10-second penalty. I've forgotten about having non-pit assist on. So it was a bit of a shock, it's fair to say. And a jam on the tyres. Even better. Go, lads. Wow.
Okay, there seems to be a problem removing the right front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race as strong as possible. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
So let's see. I might not even get in the points after all this is said and done, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm really not impressed by that performance in the pit lane either. Yeah, at least we know for next time, getting into the pits, we just got to slow right down. Putty. Lando is sitting up our arse, and I don't like it. I'm going to continue to say it. I really don't like cars sitting up my arse. And he could get the lead, so...
Valtteri is in for his stop. Copy that.
And Max has come out ahead of us. So I think we just need to run our own race a bit here and just try and stick with DRS zone of Max and just nerdle away at the fifth onwards.
We've got a full battery, which means we can use more of it to gain performance. Let's go.
We might even go for max on the straight just to complete this objective. Oh my goodness. We are absolutely struggling here. Another thing as well, I don't know if you guys want full videos or you want me to edit them down and yeah. Oh, I didn't even get the RS here. Awesome. But do you want me to edit the videos and show the highlights or just show the full race and just the full race weekend in the one go? Because I feel like it might be a bit more enjoyable for you guys. But unless you want to sit down and eat and watch me play, which a lot of people like to do apparently with the longer form
here's the gap
videos.
that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.7 seconds.
But yeah, just let me know. Like, give me as much feedback as you want because, yeah, editing will obviously take a bit more time to do, but I'm happy to work with you guys and produce the best content I can for this channel. So, yeah.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
So tyres sitting at 14% isn't optimal. But yeah. Looks like we could very well lose a spot here. I am gonna lose a spot here. It is almost. Oh no. I'm gonna. Okay. This is wheel-to-wheel action at its finest. I know I don't need to fight, but I want to fight. And I've scraped it out of DRS there, so... Gee. Oh gee, I've gone so wide there too. But yeah. Long-term goal with this channel is that I eventually do want to get into streaming this sort of content. I am streaming it now technically, but I'm gonna then like post and maybe edit a touch out. But yeah, like long-term, I wouldn't mind doing streaming content for this. So yeah, just any feedback is good feedback, guys. And yeah, if you're one of the first people to ever watch this video, I welcome you with open arms. And in 10 years' time, if you're watching this video, I'll be extremely grateful because, yeah, I don't expect to take off as a YouTuber or anything, so, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But, yeah. And I do hope I can improve the quality of my commentary over time. I am very new. I think there's been a bit of a contact there, but I don't know. But, yeah, I do want to improve my content as much as I can, and there was a YouTuber that I watched, came up on my recommended the other day, and it was like Jake Pergiot or something like that. He's in Australia, and he's only about 18. But he was just saying, do it, just do it. Like, just be comfortable being uncomfortable sort of vibes. And whether that be just going up to someone in public and saying, like, you got really nice eyes, just giving him a random compliment, like, and you may be the biggest introvert in the world, just like, making someone stay either way, just doing something like that, like, just, why not? Anyway, enough nonsense chat, but yeah, just enjoy yourself, and if I can brighten any one of your days, I will be so grateful for that. We should get Hulkenberg on the straight here with DRS, which would be lovely. We'll hit the ERS. And hammer it home, boy. Let's go. 24% tyre wear. These tyres are not in my favour today. And I've absolutely butched the turn there. So I just hope I can stay in the points for this race. I'll be ever so grateful if I can. I'm almost tempted just to let Lando go and then try and tail him, but yeah. realistically though, we are sitting in P2. Like, I know we have the 10-second penalty, but in this car, P2 phenomenal. Like, I know we're not going to hold that lead for the whole race, and I don't think I can blow off Lando by another 10 seconds. But yeah, I'm extremely grateful that I'm this far ahead. Like, I think not Lando, Valtteri's back later ends of the grid, maybe P17 by the look of it, maybe a bit before that. Gee, I'm too busy trying to look bottom left of my screen, and it's doing me fucking terrors. So it's
Gap to your teammate behind, 13.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're currently 16th, and the time last lap, 1:35.9.
So they're setting 135.9, so I'm setting 136.0s, better, or 36.6s, sorry. So Lando has actually gotten past us with my lack of focus there. Bit of a nudge, a gentle little push, but we are going to stick in his DRS. I think that's the play anyway. Oh wow. I didn't see who got the fastest lap, but he's up there, Georgie boy. I'm not a fan of that. Honestly, another big inspiration for me creating this channel is I used to watch Tia Marduke's channels back in the day, and absolutely loved his content and just seeing what he's been able to do. Like, he's gotten to meet some amazing F1 drivers in his journey, and I reckon that'd be awesome to do one day. And I'm sort of manifesting it into existence, really. But yeah, I think that would be a good long-term sort of goal for me to achieve, because I reckon it'd just be so much fun. Like, but yeah, I do have a few other channel ideas in the works as well, but I'm going to try and keep this separate, just pure F1 content, because I think that's going to be what the audience wants. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. It is about an hour worth of waffle, so I don't know how good it's going to be, but hopefully you like my voice more than I like my voice. And we've again gone around the outside of Lando, and we are going to make this stick. So, wow, I didn't expect to actually get back in front, but we are fighting for second. I know we're not going to get second, but like, it is always nice to just be up there, be competing. Not only we are able to compete, so I am absolutely terrified of my next pit lane entry as well. But yeah, I am hoping we are gaining on 10th as well.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 0.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're currently 16th. Your last lap time, 1:37.2.
So I've been told I'm leading by 0.7 seconds, Valtteri that is, which doesn't look to be true according to the map, and I don't know what to say. I wanted to know my gap between now and 16th, but looks like we're not going to know. Let's see how far ahead we are of pit stop. So it would come back out in P20 as well, so that's also not optimal. Oh, GGG. That is pathetic. We were looking so sharp. Whoopsies.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to
Double
be on hards
overtake.
next time.
How good are we? Now we've got to fight for that position back. That is a wild turn of events. See, I don't have the focus sometimes for these sorts of races, and we've got DRS. We're going to hit ARS, and the Ferrari of Sainz and I are going to work our way up the grid. Wow, and there's a three-way battle for third now. Wow. I made a mockery of my driving then, and somehow Sainz has gotten the rewards. So, Christian, I know you're watching this. You would be happy to see Ferrari in the top three, sir. It's something you are not very well accustomed to, and yeah. I am keen to get into that co-op season though when he does get a PS5. And I think you guys will like his content as well. We tend to bully each other quite frequently, so if you can rip into him in the comments, Smithy, get F124 on PS5. I don't know, that was lame, but I might even have to cut that out. But yeah, just get stuck into him. The co-op career mode is the play, I hope. Anyway. Yeah, so what I was trying to do before when I went off the track here, I was actually just trying to find out how old these tyres are, because they are looking quite withered and worn. So
Gap to your teammate behind, 0.9 seconds.
I really didn't need that information there, Jeff. Oh gee, bit of a low impact collision. I do have damage on reduced, and the reason for that is because I do crash.
Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Okay, mate. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. We need to save up some ERS, so let's focus on charging it up, please.
That was a big lock up. And let me know, should I turn off Jeff's commentary? I don't like it. It comes in at the worst times, and I don't know if it cuts out my voice or not, but yeah. We're gaining really quite well here. I think we'll aim to pit on lap 20 as well. I reckon that's a vibe. I think the tyres are holding up quite decently now. They've hit sort of a good spot, minus me going off the track consistently. Yeah. Might just cheat my way doing this as well. Get that ERS charge back. Another excuse for my poor driving as well is I'm not wearing my glasses.
Box, box, we're coming in this lap.
Probably should shut up less so I don't get overtaken. They want me in this lap, which I'm not opposed to.
Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
But a bit of contact there.
In the pits.
But yeah, we do have glasses, so yeah, I am actually pretty badly blind, and I'm like, oh, I'll still make this content. So I've got a valid excuse for not staying on the track, guys. Wow, Max has already come in. So we'll hit DRS hard on the straight here, and then we'll maybe box next lap. So we'll try and get ahead. Okay, they've taken off on me. So we'll save that ERS again, because I'm not going to get them by the end of this straight. I don't know if I turned my head with the camera there. Only you guys will get to see that, but I sort of leaned when I was going around that corner, which isn't a good look. It's like I'm a little kid again.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
So Jeff's told me to remember that speed limit, and I don't blame him. I would be filthy at me too for that. We are going to hit ERS and DRS down the straight, and hope we can tail. Right. Up the inside, we're going to brake late, maybe a bit of contact, but we've gotten around Carlos Sainz. Eat your heart out there, Christian.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So we are going to be boxing at the end of this lap. Alright. Gee, that was ugly. Now I actually don't know the pit lane speed either, so I am going to slot my way quite a lot. But overall, I'm very happy with this. Like, usually you don't get many clean races out of me. Smythe, you would vouch for that, so, yeah. I've kept on the track quite well. How has Magnussen got the fastest lap, mind you? I don't understand that. But anywho, good on him. Go the Haas.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I'm going to come in P12. Okay, I'll take that. I've really struggled into the pits then, but we'll get better with it. We'll get better with it. Optimal turn in. Oh, we're gonna get rid of that time penalty by the look of it. I am all for it. That is perfection.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
I am actually really happy with that. I didn't know we'd get rid of it. So wherever we finish now is what we're going to get. We don't need to worry about 10-second cap. We just need...
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
I didn't know I had to turn off my pit limiter there, guys. So that's why I got pretty fucking smoked going out of the pits. We're currently sitting behind Valtteri. But I think I'm good enough to start manoeuvring my way through this pack again. So this is sort of where I expected the race to be going into this video anyway. So the fact we were sitting at the top for so long, we're going to go a bit of contact. I'm glad I didn't lose wing there. I so thought it was gone. As I said, I'm not the most professional at this game, so there won't be the most clean of overtakes. But let's get Danny Rick on this straight. And let's see how we can go. I reckon I could maybe get a double overtake on the home straight here. Pit straight, sorry. For those who love a technicality. We're going to go very
Just so you know,
wide.
we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Bit of bad data, Jeff reckons. So we'll see what happens there. Magnussen's in the pit, so that's an extra spot we're going to gain. Oh, that's a bad lock-up. But we have got an... Oh, gee, I know I've cost him a bit of wing there, and I am sorry for that, Valtteri. That is putrid by me. Anywho, we'll see if we can fight our way back into the points. Yeah. And we're gonna hit that. Got 8 laps to catch the next 4 cars, so
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
that's a good exit there. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this performance today so far. Like, I know we've gone from 3rd to 14th or whatever, but yeah, it's respectable for a kick Sauber to be up this high. I'm taking it early.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.7
Hulkenberg in the
seconds.
pits. Another overtake. Now, season ambition, I think fighting for a top 5 spot would be ideal, and maybe 3rd or 4th in the constructors would be another good start to the team. I think, oh gee, driving like that, we're not getting there. But I think overall, like with the upgrades we're going to put on the car and so on, I think we're a good chance at definitely improving. I am absolutely sweating bullets right now. I don't know if you can see the sweat beating down my forehead, but this top, I'm not even going to show you, but I reckon the arms, they're going to be like looking drenched. Oh, gee. So I'm just checking the time. 4:02. Alright, so I'm struggling. Maybe the heat's getting to me. But yeah. As I said, average gamer at best, so.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Good call, Jeff. I didn't even think about overtake. See? And we've been gaining on Albon consistently, I think. So let's work hard, get ourselves up there. We are slowly nicking away at him.
Albon's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.4 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Time last lap, 1:35.8. This is great. We're gaining by around 9/10 a lap. Keep it up.
They said a 1:35.8 last lap.
By
Hulkenberg is
6.1
surging.
seconds.
Hulkenberg is surging up my ass. Can confirm I'm not a fan of it. Hello, flag here. I wonder what's going on.
Okay, mate, Albon ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
I think that's Stroll that came up with. We're within DRS range, which is very beneficial now. I think we could get Albon on this lap, boys. We'll wait till the straight though, and we'll try and do the double. Maybe not. We'll save some ERS in case we don't get him here. I reckon we're going to sneak up the inside and just underbrake him.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
See, Ocon 7 seconds is going to be very hard to catch. We're going to need a bit of a miracle to get back in the points. I think next race I'll be working on doing less pit stops just because of how much time I do lose off pit stops. Oh gee, Yuki is miles ahead, but Ocon 6.8 ahead. I think very catchable sort of distance. I'm going to be ambitious. I've got to keep you guys watching, you see. And let's surge up here with DRS and ERS active. I don't mind getting DRS consistently with Sonoda, but I'm going to have to overtake him.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so
But
easy.
into P11. If we had a few more laps, I reckon we could.
Gap ahead,
But
6.2 seconds.
I just don't think there's enough time.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
But as Toto says, Lewis, it's hammer time. So let's lock in and get ourselves into those points. .4 is a decent lead though. It's going to be very hard for us to come back from here. Yeah, it's going to be heartbreaking our first race by the look of it here, boys. And overall, going into the race weekend, I think I'd take P11. So overall happy, but going by how we qualified, we should have done a lot better. But yeah, I think in the next 3 laps, it's just too much of a gap to catch, and I will probably see you guys at the end because there's not really much point showing me just trying to tail this bloke down. So yeah.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. And gap to the car in front, 5.1 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 17.6 seconds. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.2 seconds.
As you can see, we are now approaching the checkered flag to finish in P11.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So overall, not the worst of races, not the best. I mean, we started P3 and dropped 8 spots, so that's never a good sign.
Flag, incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
As we can see, Max finishing off in first place with Lando and Lewis on the podium with him. So overall though, I'm pretty happy with the race. Like, minus the 10-second penalty, we're in the points, and that's a good start for Kick. So I mean, we'll get on to the next one at Saudi, and fingers crossed we can have a bit of a better run with our pit stop luck, especially our first pit stop. But yeah, let's go and have a look at the final standings for that.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
So as you can see, Max, Lando and Lewis rounding out the top 4. But some impressive performances, especially by Hulkenberg, to get up to P12. Like, Valtteri P19 isn't great considering that Stroll didn't finish the race. But yeah, let's go and advance this to... Well, we'll go into it and have a look at the rivalries first. So we're currently beating him. As expected, you should be beating someone who's finishing last. Our focus has gone up, which is good, and our rating is 66. So overall, pretty impressive, I think. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep hustling away, and fingers crossed it only gets better for us. So there's only a few days between this and the next race, but we'll just have a look at the standings. So Red Bull at the top, and then Kick Sauber fighting in 7th. I know we don't have a point, but we should, I reckon. So we'll advance to the Saudi, and we'll then do our resource points if we can. I don't think we can afford anything anyway. Yeah, we can't. So that will be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.